Kick! This is the second video. Hi, I'm Steve Ryans. And you probably already know that. So, yeah, this is, kinda awkward.
Things I do in awkward moments.
Yeah. Hi guys, that was just a little intro to explain what this video is going to be about, and it is on things I do in awkward moments, and I get put in them quite oftenly, strangely enough. And I'd like to start off with the real obvious one. If you're talking to a friend and they're like, oh yeah, just gotta go, ta-ra, and then you're just standing there awkwardly on your own and everyone's looking at you, and you're just like, phone, yeah, and I just randomly pretend to play on my phone, finding the most boring app hilarious and interesting. That's what I do firstly. Another thing is, which happened the other day to me, was I was in the supermarket with my mother. Yes, with my mother, and she told me to go get some cereal. I made my way over to the cereal. She usually tells me I can't spend a certain amount. I grabbed 2 cereals, and then as I was walking back down the aisle, and like I was trying to look for her, I just stood there and was like, Mum! 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 And then by doing this, all the other mothers in the supermarket were just like, because they're all mothers. They all just looking at me, bar my own mother, and I was like, no, not you, like my mum, Susan. And that was just really awkward for me. I'm not sure if that's ever happened to you. So my next point is, the other day, I was with my niece. She was in the room, and I'm quite bad for cursing myself, and I do it sometimes without knowing. Yeah, she was in the room. Well, let's just say I've taught her a new word for female dog. Yeah. My niece is 4. That was a good situation for me. My next awkward, I got a little sheet here. Yeah. This is one that really annoys me. It's like, you know, you're watching like a family film, you know, a good film. You're sitting down, you know, on your sofa. Everything's all mutual and normal. And then the sex scene comes on. Now this one I find awkward with even my sister. And it's just so awkward. The thing that I do is, like, usually when I'm in that situation, I'll just freeze up like a fox in headlights. Like, think, right, I'm just gonna wait this out. Don't move. It's already awkward enough. Sometimes I think to myself, right, possibly now I could just stand up and say, oh yeah, I just need to go to the toilet, bye, like an awkward exit. Or I could ask them if they want a cup of tea, but then with me, I stand up and then I ask, does anyone like a cup of pee? No wait, I'm just going to the toilet. Oh. Then just make a worse exit for myself, double as awkward as it could be, by just sticking out with my freezing method. So yeah, that's another awkward moment for myself, which I get put into. Another awkward moment I sometimes do is when I'm in school, there's like someone in front of you, and then they're waving at you, like waving at you constantly, and then you look like you don't really know them, but like you give them a wave, like alright. Then I notice they're actually waving to the person behind me, who's actually their friend, which makes more sense. Then I'm just like, yeah. And on to the next awkward moment. One I seem to do quite often is I daydream. I daydream quite a lot. Like in school, when something's boring, I'll just daydream. You know, you daydream and you just focus on that one spot, like not even knowing you're doing it. And when you're focusing on that one spot, it's actually someone's face, gorming at them, like gorming, like they're just staring at you proper awkwardly, like does he want my attention? Or then when you snap out of it, you just stop daydreaming because you noticed, you know, they're in the background frowning at you, and then you're like, oh shoot, and then you got to try and explain. But if they're like on the other side of the room, you just look like a stalker. And you're like, no, I wasn't looking at you, I was daydreaming. And they're like, oh, okay. But not believing you, because, yeah, who would? Something I found awkward is, my best friend's got a girlfriend and he had a barbecue the other day. And, sorry guys, I know you're probably both watching this. But, like, we were sitting, there was a sofa and all, you know, the three of us were sitting on it. I felt like a bit like I was third wheeling. I should have just went to the toilet, you know, like I always do when it's awkward, or just freeze up, which I actually did. But they were just sitting on the sofa and then they just started, you know, kissing each other, and I was just sat there like, okay, forever alone. It was just really awkward because I didn't know what to do, and then I was just sat there and froze up, you know, like I usually do. Yeah, and that's just a bit awkward really, I find. Also, I'm in a band called Decaying Embers, and I need to promote this because we're going to be doing an album soon, and we're probably just going to do cover songs of stuff. We've just started, I play guitar and sing for the band, yeah. I've just come back from a house party, and I'd just like to say thank you to Vicky for inviting me. Thank you. But if you've enjoyed my awkward moments, and if you have experienced one of these, please hit like, subscribe, share, whatever. There's some links in the description. It does really help me. But thank you very much guys for watching. Don't know why I'm saluting you. Yeah, salute Wales and all its crappy weather. Bye!